Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial on how to draw rose leaves for traditional designs 5 different ways. So to get started, um, all rose leaves are usually tear shaped, so the simplest way to do this would be the simplest rose leaf would be something like this. It's a simple symmetrical tear like this, and just add a line down the center of it, and there you have it. And of course, you can add some sidelines, the veins and everything, and this is up to your up to you. You know, you can just do the really close ones, close to one another like this, or you can do the more with more space between them. You can do it like this. You can do it with the just have the same spacing like this, or you can just have them one here, one here, one here, longer or shorter or stuff. So this would be the first way. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. So this is a standard leaf. You can go from this one and do basically anything you want. A second style would be just the same, going with the basic shape, with the basic tear shape like this. But instead of one line down the middle, you just put in two lines like this. So this is a bigger stem, a thicker stem like this. And for the outline of the leaf, you just go like this and hook it towards the inside. Hook it, hook, and you can have it hooking the sections as small or as large as you want, so you can just go like this and do many of them, or you can just go with bigger lines and do less of them. It's again totally up to you. I'm just gonna stick with the way I did the last one, the other one, the other side. And there you have it, another rose leaf. Of course, for the tip, you just can go crazy and do stuff like this and point it and whatever. Okay, so this is number 2. Okay, number 3. Working on the same tear shape, but this time you can go a little fatter with it and get to go from a standard tear, which is elongated, to something like more oval, like a egg shape like this. And just again one line down the center, down the middle. And for the outside, you can either leave it like this, smooth, you know, or you can just create some red spikes here, like this, small spikes, zigzag, just to give it a more natural feel. Because in the end, rose leaves are usually jagged like this. And for this one, you don't have to worry about being very careful with it, especially not in the sketching phase. So in order to add a jagged, I usually go for the motion is up and down, up and down. like this, and you can keep them as tight as you like them. Okay, so this would be the third way to do it. Mhm. Mhm. Number four. Number four. It's again with start with the ovoid shape, just like number three, something like this. And this one has spikes as well. So you just put in the tip like this and go for spikes. The difference is this one is kind of a standard, and you create and you make like bigger spikes like this, and just this is the bottom, and again this side. This is a bit more symmetrical than the other ones. Okay, like this. And for the stem, we're not gonna go for the standard line from top to bottom. It's just we're gonna put a oval here, something like this. This is very common for really old school designs. Yep. And that's about all with this one. Well, while you can use any of them as you please. Number one, two, and one, two, three, and four are okay for. Sorry, not four. This is four. Number five, the one I'm gonna do, one, two, three, five, are okay for both new school and old school traditional designs. But number four is usually used for only for old school. So it's it goes better with the flatter designs, with 2D designs of stuff. Okay, so now for number 4, 5. Going in with the tear shape again, but doing one side first, going something like this, and the second one. Notice how one side curves in and the other curves out, and notice here that I didn't stop here, and I didn't stop for a reason, because I'm going to come with something like this here and give it a tip. Okay, and this is it. You can, well, you can make it even like longer shaped like this, the tip, and you can go with this part it goes in. You can go even more in, like more curved in like this, and with this one, like you can go like this. And here I don't like the way it curves here. So yeah, this would be number three. You can keep it smooth. There's no point for this in this one to add any, any jagged lines and on the outside. Okay, so this is pretty much all for sketching. Okay, so for the inking part, I'm gonna just jump into Adobe Illustrator like this, and I'm dimming the image and locking the layer, creating a new layer on top. Let's set up the brush. I personally like working with line variation, so I'm using a 15-point brush here with variation set to pressure from and variation is 15 points. So what it does, it goes from a 1 point to a 30 point with 15 in the middle. So, but again, that's just a preference of mine. Okay, no fill, some black. Okay, let's go to inking. If it depends on what style of design you like. If you want to go traditional, you should probably be using a non-variation brush. So traditional designs don't have any line weight variation usually, but since I'm going for new school, I can use that. And I'm gonna go with some center lines for this one, like this. I don't necessarily like the ones like here, like small and very close to each other. I usually prefer this kind, or no lines at all. Okay, details. See, you see the lines for this kind. The lines don't have to come from one another and just intersect here on the center line. That's just it happened sometimes for me, but it wasn't intentional. Okay, so going in with the second line, the second one. Again, since this one is a mostly a new school style, we can go with some nice variations here. Okay, for the center one, and it depends here how you wanna go about it, because it would make sense for the center lines to be quite thinner than the outline. But you can just fix that after by making the outline bolder. So this is gonna be quite tedious work. So when choosing and when you choose the design for the whatever, the leaves, the rose, or whatever, there has to be some time there. Time is a factor. Just remember that, because if you're gonna start doing one of these, and it depends on how you're working, because it's easier to do them in a traditional medium like pen and paper, but digitally, you see, if I zoom in here, it's not good. So I wouldn't work with this kind of leaf. I mean, with this particular the way I've done it, because it's messy. Look, so I would spend quite some time just refining it. So if I have like 3 leaves like this in the drawing, not to mention if I have 5, 6, or whatever, it's it's not cool for me to waste I don't know, an hour or something just putting in the leaves for a rose. And again, depends, if you're working color, you can go sorry, if you're working digital, you can go with some coloring that may not be available in traditional, some bolder coloring, some smaller or more subtle highlights and shadows. So I usually prefer 1, 2, and 5, because they look pretty meaty. They look like, and you can add quite a lot of color detail using these designs. 4 is nice too, but as I said, 4 is mostly for yeah, for traditional pieces, and I'm not really feeling for. I don't like it, and I don't use it. But again, that is a personal preference, so don't mind me. Okay. And I have to say that my personal favorite is this one. Because you can go, the shape is so nice and flowing, and you can go with whatever line weight variation you like. You see, like this, and you still have a nice design. And another thing I like is that usually what I do for the tip here is I just black it in. So you have some 2D when it comes to coloring, some 2D stuff on the page, on the drawing, and I'll shade the and I'll color the inside of the leaf like some green or whatever, with going with the greener darker green on the outside, and some light yellow on the inside here, like this is the highlight area for me. I'll just highlight it like this one, and it's cool, you know, because um, I also have this one. I have this the center stem or whatever, center line, a thicker line, and the tip which is blacked out, and you have some 2D parts which ground the entire drawing. Okay, so this is it for me. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video, and see you next